Welcome back to the dojo, everybody. On today's episode, we got a special guest host in the studio today. We're going to talk about our favorite 90s TV shows, our nicknames instead of slang for the week, our Ask a Sensei, and then our fight scene. So make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the show, everybody. Welcome back to the dojo, everybody. This is TruTalk with TruMotion, where a couple of guys talk about how to make the world a better place and hopefully make your day a little bit better in the process. My name is Mark, followed by my co-host, Staff Sergeant Christopher Myers.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome back to the program, Chris. It's good to have you.
Thank you. Good to be here.
It's been a while since we had you on, at least.
Yeah, it was towards the beginning when you first started.
Yeah.
So before you did the videos.
Have we had you on twice?
No,
or just once?
This is my second time.
Second time,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, because I remember it was roughly after you got back from your deployment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, before my surgery. I had my surgery back in June, and I came back in January of that year. So between it, I think it might have been, I think I was on leave still, or
Okay.
no, I just back to work. So it's probably early February, early March. I know it was one of the first few episodes. I think.
Okay.
So
Because I know that, speaking of surgery, that's kind of not like surgery itself, but kind of one of my questions leading into it. Your surgery has been an absolute nightmare.
to say the least,
Yeah.
it's been rough. So
Man, like little just Reader's Digest version. You had a bone spur in your heel.
yes, so I actually have I had that's what was removed. So
Yeah.
being in the military for so long and wearing boots and doing all the stuff that I've done, I had really bad bone spurs. So on the last deployment when I came home, we went to Disneyland like we talked about.
Yeah.
And the wife was like, "You're in a lot of pain. Go get this looked at." So I went to a podiatrist, and basically my bone spur hooked into my Achilles like this on both of my feet.
Oh, dang.
So they removed the one on the left, and that was June 19th. And here it is, April 4th, and I'm still recovering from it.
Yeah, which is not normal.
No, it's minimally invasive, and that's what kind of irritates me and my doctor.
That's what I was talking about with
yeah.
Shanna. I was like, he is still dealing with it. And she's like, are you serious?
Yeah.
And it's like, you hear like crazy stories like this, and you're
Yeah.
like, I'm never getting surgery ever again.
And that's the big joke. So my left foot's been done, but not my right foot.
I know.
So
I was
now-
like,
so
are you
now
thinking about doing it?
yes and no. If I don't have pain when I walk or run,
Uh-huh.
probably not. But at the same time, I would like to. But it's one of those things, and that's what irritates my doctor. Is this is a surgery he performs pretty much every week. Every
Mhm.
podiatrist knows how to do this.
Yeah, it's not.
And my body just didn't like what he did and rejected the stuff he put in there. And
That's wild.
yeah, my wife, when she changed my dressing the other day on my foot, my wounds finally healed up and closed all the way. So right now I just have a Band-Aid and Co-Band. I see the doc on Monday, so I'm crossing my fingers.
That's awesome.
That when I
That's
see
huge
him- yeah.
news.
Because if I see him and he clears me for that and my blood levels are fine, the PICC line comes out and I'm back to normal.
Yes.
Well, minus going to physical therapy,
Yeah.
but I'll have a normal life at that point, not showering it's so awkward when I shower. So I got to put a boot on my foot to shower and a sleeve on my arm and make sure
Yeah.
this arm kind of stays out of the way. And yeah,
It's a nightmare.
if anyone needs medical supplies, call me.
You got a
'Cause
ton.
I've got IV products at home.
Okay.
We've got Co-Band. I have saline solution. We've got gauze pads. I have like a collagen powder. Scrubs, like you name it, I've got it. So if
Dang.
we ever get sick again,
You're
if
You're
COVID
covered.
hits again or whatever, we've got some stuff.
I know the fact that you've had an open wound
Mm-hmm.
for almost a year.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, man. My life has been, some days have been better than others. And
Yeah.
and that's the thing too, is like when last time I was over here, like I'm much better than I was before. I mean,
Yes.
it's definitely been a mental drain and a mental stressor.
Absolutely.
But I mean, going from my foot being in a cast and on a scooter to a wound vac to MRSA for the third time now to a PICC line,
yeah.
like I've experienced it all.
Mhm.
So it kind of sucked because it did, hinder what I did with my family and stuff this year. But
Yeah.
it's
Well,
an eye opener.
Hopefully it propels you to doing more things in the future.
Oh yeah, for sure. It
Yeah.
will. Trust me. I would tell my kids, like, when Dad's fully healed, we got trips planned. I'm taking the wife to Vegas. I can go out and just walk more. I can go to the parks and just.
Yep.
I
You can
can't-
live.
Yes, basically.
Yeah, you can live. You can have a life.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. But other than dealing with the surgery, how's things been with the job and the family and
Good. So my middle daughter Livy, she just got her permit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we have we have an agreement that, well, it's not an early agreement, but Cherie will drive her more or let her drive with her more than I will, because when I was helping Jordan learn how to drive, there was a few incidences where I was a little aggressive and freaked them out, and
Yeah.
with them being girls. So, but she's good. So I've got Livy getting her permit. Violet started Girls on the Run. So it's an after school program. She's going to do a 5K.
Oh, nice.
I think it's good for her because she's got a lot of engine to burn up and everything. And then Jordan is living in North Carolina with her boyfriend still, just trying to, realizing adulting is a little bit harder than.
Because how old is Jordan now?
She's, oh, you had to ask me that. She's 24 because she was
Holy
born in
cow.
2000. No, she's born in 2003. So she turns 23
Okay.
this year. 9/11 actually is her birthday.
Yeah.
9/11/03 is her birthday.
Dang.
So
That Jamin's is in December of 03.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's weird having an adult. Like,
Yeah.
she'll send my wife videos and she's drinking wine and I'm just like seeing my kid drink alcohol.
Hey, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah. And
Yes, she
yeah,
can.
exactly.
She is of age.
So
That's
but yeah,
wild to think about.
Yeah.
Man, I remember last time I think I saw her, she wasn't even driving.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's lived in North Carolina for
A while.
a couple of years now. Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Holy cow. It's funny, speaking of driving, I kind of had this like, oh God, I am old moment the other day. One of the students, Lawson, I've been teaching him for 11 years now, and he's driving. He's 17. He got his driver's license, the whole nine. He's driving. And on Thursday, I asked him, I was like, hey, dude, like, what are you driving? Are you driving like mom or dad's car here and this and that? And he's like, no, he's got a 2019 Ford Escape. I was like, damn, 2019 was a spoiled kid. Again, thinking in my head. And then I was like, that was 7 years ago. And then I was like, how old was my car when I got my first car?
Yeah.
My first car was 11 years old. And no, it was either 11 or 10 years old. No, it was 10. It was 9 or 10 years old. It was an 88 Mustang.
Did you buy it yourself? Or did your parents gift it to you?
It was like $3,000 and my parents gave it to me. But I was like, man, that's roughly the same time distance. And I was like, oh God, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, the 80s, like the 50s were closer to the 80s than the now to the 90s.
Yeah. No, it's insane. I mean, I turn 45 this year, and just looking back, like when you asked me for the 90s thing, I'm just like, okay, that was 30 years ago pretty much.
Yeah.
Because we're in 2026.
Yep.
So I'm just like, crap, like just looking back on it and seeing how things have changed, society's changed.
Yeah.
And, you know,
The type of programming.
yeah, exactly. And the car, even like with the cars and the distance, and
Yeah.
it's a really good analogy like that.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if I wanted to know that. So, but yeah, we're still tournament prepping. We're still getting ready for tournament. I'm glad you're healing up.
Yeah, me too.
The wife's still doing well at her job.
Yeah, she's she works for Apartment Management Corporation.
Yeah.
She's an auditor, and she's the only person in there, but she's progressing enough now to where she's writing a how-to guide, and she's actually approached her boss to get an employee. So she's really progressing, and
Yeah, I was gonna say she's killing it.
yeah, staying busy. She's been there for, I want to say 5 or 6 years now.
I was gonna say
So
a couple of years.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
She really enjoys it. It's a good company. They're good to her. So
Fantastic.
yeah, can't
It's
complain right now.
been a
so.
while since I've like seen her.
Yeah.
It's been like a long time.
Yeah,
actually.
she pretty much works. You know, she gets up, goes to work. I take the kids to school. She picks them up, and then she's on mom detail. And
Yeah.
then she's got family stuff going on too, and just
Mhm.
random stuff. So,
Well,
but
cool.
she's surviving. I'll bring her by one of these days.
Absolutely.
You, me, and her and Shannon can go on a double date or something.
Yeah, you betcha. Well, I'm glad that we were able to squeeze you in today. Tony's bitch ass had a volleyball tournament.
Oh,
So
convenient.
yeah, no, it was funny because I texted him the top 5. I was like, hey, this is what we're gonna do for the top 5. He goes, well, about that. And I was like, you tell me 2 days before,
Yeah.
so I'm going to harass the hell out of them.
Where's the tournament at?
It's in Idaho Falls.
Oh, you can get a remote. You can call in.
Yeah, podcasting from the bleachers, and we're yeah, freaking
We're
out.
live on scene here at the volleyball tournament.
Exactly. No, it's funny because I think Idaho would be the furthest I think Utah players should go. Because for sports.
Okay.
I had this conversation with so many people. Shanna's got a friend who has girls in softball, and they travel everywhere, and they're kind of hurting for money.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, no shit. Like you're spending probably $50,000 a year in tournaments and traveling fees.
Do you think it's the sport that does it, or do you think it's just the area? It's like growing up in Mesquite, right? Like softball was a huge thing, and every year the USSSSSA softball whatever would come down there, and they're nationwide. But then like that's all they would have come to the town. But then hearing Tony on the other podcast, like volleyball travels a lot, and then I've got friends that have got, like my friend Kira who lives in Moab. Her daughter's in dance, and they travel throughout the state, and they stay within the state. So I think it's
more of a sports thing. Like
did you travel a lot? Because you went to school out here. Did you travel a lot when you were playing school or playing ball?
Not in high school.
Okay.
When I got onto a high school team, it was just in the region, and then we maybe did like one out-of-state tournament a year.
Yeah.
But everything was local. But pre-high school, we traveled a little bit, but nothing like it is today.
Yeah.
Like when I say traveled a little bit, I maybe one out-of-town tournament.
Yeah.
Like the furthest I think I ever traveled was for a tournament in San Francisco.
Oh, wow.
But like I'm hearing of people traveling at least every other weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel it's way too much.
Yeah, one of my bosses on the civilian side, he went to Vegas this weekend for a tournament. He lives in right outside Oakland. So he drove from Oakland to Vegas for a tournament for his daughter.
Yeah.
And then prior to that, they were in the state. And then my daughter Liv, her friend is in band, and they traveled to California to compete in like a mini tour thing.
Yeah.
So
dance and like band, they'll go to like California or Florida, like theme parks.
Like, those big competitions.
Exactly. Athletics, I mean, the problem with Utah is like, let's take baseball. In order to be really good, because I got a buddy whose son plays for Juan Diego, and he's actually really damn good. And I was like, hey, man, is he like getting looked at for scholarships? He goes, yes and no. He's like, a lot of people don't come to Utah to look for baseball players.
Yeah, I don't affiliate Utah with baseball for sure.
Well, the problem is they only can play like half the year because of the weather.
The weather and the snow, that makes sense.
And I'm just like, oh, that sucks. So he's like, they're traveling everywhere. Like every time I see them, they're in a new city at a baseball tournament and this and that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't think, man, for high school, maybe, but like these rec teams, it's all the rec teams, like comp teams.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, don't even get me started on comp teams. It's like, yeah, you want to be good, but like practice. Don't have more games.
Yeah.
Practice. Because I remember watching a video where they were talking about how in the NBA, a lot of European basketball players are starting to dominate the scene in basketball.
Okay.
And the reason being is they're practicing 75% of the time and playing 25% of the time.
Okay.
So their fundamentals are way more advanced than American players because it's flipped in America.
Yeah.
You play 75% of the time and you practice 25% of the time.
You got to think, like with the NBA here, that's a moneymaker.
Mm-hmm.
And in Europe, like they may play a game here or there. So it makes sense to me because it's more monetized.
The European League is good. Obviously, it's not the NBA in terms of money, but a lot of really good players from America go play in Europe, and they do really, really well.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you have like your Lucas and, you know, all those other European players that are coming over.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I was just – because my mom was watching the NCAA tournament this year, and she was watching Illinois, and Illinois had like 8 players that had like real big Russian last names.
Really?
Yeah, and it's because college basketball, college athletics is just the minor.
From anywhere.
It's the minor leagues right now. I mean, because they're getting they're getting paid to play.
Yeah, the NIL or whatever it's called or whatever.
It's crazy. It's funny. The funniest story about NIL is Shedeur Sanders took a pay cut to go from the University of Colorado to the NFL.
Really?
Yeah, he got a pay cut.
Holy crap.
He made more money in college than he was on his first NFL contract.
Wow.
Granted, he went in the 5th round, but
yeah.
I was like, holy, that's backwards.
Well, it's just like up here with the U. Now
Yeah.
the athletic department's now monetized with that private equity firm or whatever
Yep.
the heck it is.
Yeah, and it's a profit-based.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's
crazy.
just, I mean, sports is a big thing. Like the military, we have all Army sports teams to where you can be a soldier and you're stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado, and all you do is you do your sports.
Really?
Like we've got bull riders, we've got martial artists, we've got volleyball, we have curling, like you name it. If it's a sport, there's something out there for it. Now, they use it to their advantage and they do recruiting with it as well.
Yeah,
but I mean,
obviously.
it's a big deal. Like we even have an esports team now. Like
That's funny.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So,
That's becoming a huge thing. Those
esports.
esports and just like online gaming.
Oh yeah.
Those apparently there's a League of Legends league.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, and you can get a scholarship to go to college.
Yeah, the U's got them. The U's offering them now.
It's wild.
Yeah,
it's wild.
Back in our day, it's like, wait, what is esports?
Yeah, exactly. I just remember the first time I ever put in an EA Sports game, and everybody would be like, EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody would quote that.
Yeah.
Because I was like the first intro that like would talk to you.
Yeah.
Everything
that's
else,
true.
Everything else would just be like bing and like music.
Just go into it.
But all right, let's move on to our Liam's facts for this week. All right, last week's question. Let's see if you know this. What is the Pillsbury Doughboy's name?
I don't know. Philly.
I would assume so. Also, something like Doughboy.
It's like Bob or something simple or something.
It's Poppin' Fresh.
Poppin' Fresh.
Poppin' Fresh is the Pillsbury Doughboy's name.
Wow.
Pillsbury Doughboy. Wow, I couldn't say that for some reason.
Yeah.
All right, but this week's question is, what American author has the most featured films made from its works? Okay, so again, one more time. What American author has the most featured films made from its works? Leave your answer in the questions or the comments down below, or email us at TruTalkTuesdays@gmail.com. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, all that jazz, blah, 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 and let us know if you're right. I'll let you take a guess off air.
Okay.
But all right, moving on to our word from our sponsor.
Yeah. TruMotion in motion, let's go. Gear up, stand tall, feel the flow. Kicking it strong with the best of the best. Streetwear fresh, put your style to the test. Karate vibes, yeah, we bring that heat. From tees to hoodies, keep it sharp, keep it sleek. T-shirt or hoodie, we got both. Subs for the grind, focus on growth. Stickers and swag, let the world know you rep style. Now let's go. TruMotion merch, yeah, we level up. Style so sharp, got that warrior's touch. Reppin' that swag, flex and wear it proud. Support TruTalks and wear it loud. Discipline, power, the heart of the fight. Your fit's gotta match your unstoppable might. Tigers and dragons, bold on the sleeve. Step in the dojo, they know you don't leave. Oh, step up, don't wait. Rock that fit, let's elevate. TruMotion merch, yeah, we level up. Style so sharp, got that warrior's touch. Rocking that drip, yeah, you own the crowd. Support TruTalks and wear it loud. Yeah, we reppin' strong, no fear, no doubt. TruMotion merch shop is what it's all about.
Thank you, sponsor. Also, make sure you go on, grab some swag, a t-shirt, whatever. We want to get that message out there. But moving on to our top 5 90s TV shows. All right. So this week we've got 90s TV shows, and there's a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, you and me
So
both.
I've got I could have done like a top 20 or 25,
Yeah.
but I did put a top 5 where it's like, no, like these, I definitely think these are my top 5. And then I got a bunch of honorable mentions. But what do you
Okay.
got for, give us your honorable mentions, give us your top
So
5.
It's kind of a long list. So the first two, because I'm a nerd, I'm a comics fan. The Flash from the 90s.
Okay.
There was that one. There was Lois and Clark, Adventures of Superman.
Yep.
And then you got Friends, because it's a good show, but not like one of the big ones.
Yeah.
I went kind of cartoony too. So the Batman animated series, that was in the 90s. I think that's a great TV series. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was one of the other ones.
Yep.
Another cartoon, Captain Planet. I watched that a lot when I was a kid in the 90s. I know it's kind of cheesy, but like I said, I was Googling them. I was trying to think of some stuff.
Yep. No, I got you.
The X-Men TV series or
Oh,
cartoon.
God,
That was classic.
so good.
Yeah.
I love the you hear that theme song, you know
Yeah.
exactly what it is.
Yeah, and you can picture it in your head. I
Oh,
need
yeah.
to catch up on it so I can watch the new one, X-Men 97 or whatever it is.
Yeah, I
but-
need to do the same thing.
Yeah. And then my nerdism again, Star Trek TNG. I like that TV series a lot. And then Mad TV. I
Mad
thought it was
TV.
Yeah, it was a good show for the 90s.
Mad TV was really good also.
Yeah.
All right, so here are some honorable mentions. Doogie Howser.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah,
think about that
Doogie
one.
Howser, Batman the Animated Series. This one would scare the living hell out of me, and I would always watch it. And looking back on it, it's not scary, but it's how it was shot and like the music, Unsolved Mysteries.
Okay.
Do you remember watching
Yeah,
Unsolved Mysteries?
Because what's his not Robert? Is it Robert Walsh? Whatever his name was.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got that.
But he just had that because every time you saw him, he was standing in like a clouded room.
Yeah.
With a trench coat on, and he was just like, "So today we're gonna talk about
Yeah.
the murder." I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
exactly.
What are you doing,
Yeah,
man?
that and like America's Most Wanted.
Yep.
I mean, that was cool. Fresh Prince,
Okay.
Martin,
Oh, okay.
Martin, Home Improvement,
Yeah. Okay.
Third Rock from the Sun.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Family Matters.
Okay.
That was a
A
good
lot
one.
of TJF here
Yep.
going on.
Yep, exactly. Do you remember the dinosaurs?
Yes.
That was funny. The
Yeah.
little baby.
Not the mama.
Not the mama. Yep. Darkwing Duck,
Okay.
Ren and Stimpy,
Okay.
and then we again, these are just all honorable mentions too. DuckTales,
That's a good one.
Chippendales,
I love that one.
Tailspin,
Okay.
and Beavis and Butthead.
Okay. Did you ever see when they did the Chip and Dale movie on Disney Plus or whatever?
Mm-mm.
So it was a more modern. They took the story, but they modernized it, or
Okay.
well, not modernized it, but it was basically. Everyone thought it was like a revamp to bring it back, but it was more of like a TV movie. It was pretty good. Like it was the same. It was more live action with them involved in it or whatever. But
Yeah.
it was cute for what it was.
Nice.
Yeah.
So my top 5. Okay,
Okay.
here's like the ones where it's like, no, I definitely know that these are the ones that I watch. Saved by the Bell.
Yep.
Okay, like Kelly Kapowski.
So was it original or the college years? Because they both premiered in the 90s.
The original.
Okay.
The original. I never really got into the college years.
Okay.
I remember watching it, but it just really didn't grab me.
Yeah.
Power Rangers.
Yep. That was.
That was
I
a
thought
good
about listening
one.
to that one.
Yep. Obviously X-Men.
Mhm.
Duh. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
See, I never really got into that.
Oh,
Like I knew of it. Like the movie was good, but I never
Yeah.
really watched the TV series.
It's funny because I didn't get into it until it was like halfway through, and then I had to like catch up like real fast, and I was like, damn, this is really good. So I liked Buffy. And then probably my favorite one, and it's like it is a TV show, but it kind of isn't. It was the Monday Night Raw and
Okay.
WCW Nitro.
Okay.
Like I remember having wrestling parties
I watched
on
a lot
Mondays.
of a lot of
Oh,
WCW, but not
God.
as much as WWE or WWF back then.
Yeah,
but,
WWF back
yeah.
then. But the Monday Night Wars,
yeah.
those were the best.
Did you ever see the one where Nitro basically went to Raw and vice versa? They crashed it.
I don't remember
so
that.
there was an episode where it was the Monday Night Fights, you know, the competition
Yeah.
within two shows, and they were plugging each other, and I think it was Triple H and DX showed up on WCW one time.
That would have been cool.
So it was pretty because they drove up in a tank, and it was like Shawn Michaels, Triple H, China, all of them rolling up in a tank and just talking mad trash on everything.
I will have to Google that. That
Yeah,
would
it
have
was-
been
It was
great.
pretty good.
And then the movie, the Ready to Rumble.
Yes, I actually watched it the other day with David Arquette and
Yeah.
all them.
God, that was such a good movie.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
classic.
that movie. But yeah, I loved the Monday Night Wars during like the late 2000s or the late 90s.
Yeah.
I remember having parties and like people coming over and like everybody was
yeah.
getting into the storylines.
And I really enjoyed playing Nitro on PlayStation.
Yeah,
Like
I played on Nintendo 64,
Yeah.
the cartridge. I loved the Monday Night Nitro.
Yeah.
That was great. I remember when Goldberg first lost to Kevin Nash, like we were so pissed. We went to one of my friend's house and we beat the living hell out of Kevin Nash for like an hour.
Yeah.
We like turned off all the settings so there's like no count out, no like, and we just beat the tar out of him. Goldberg was awesome.
Yeah.
He was so good. He was scary strong too.
Oh yeah. And he's still big now. If you look at him now, he may be older, but he's still got that build to him.
Oh,
I think a lot of them do.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So-
Same thing with like Stone Cold and
Yeah.
The Rock. My God, I don't know what kind of steroids he's on, but like he looks better in his 50s than he did in his 20s.
See, and I don't know. Like, did you see the Smashing Machine, by the way?
Yes.
The Mark
No,
Kerr
no,
movie?
no, I did
Yeah.
not. I know what it is.
So you need to watch that because he gained weight for that, but he's lost a lot of weight. He's looking okay now, but I don't know.
I know. Now, granted, he puts in the work.
Yeah.
So everybody always assumes because you do steroids, you're just going to magically grow muscles.
Yeah.
No, steroids don't just magically grow muscles, but like as we get older, our testosterone naturally goes down. And like, there's no way he can be that big
Oh no.
and that like just jacked. I mean,
Yeah.
he is ripped.
Well, I'm a huge fan of his, as you know, and
Yeah.
like he has a traveling gym. At least he did back when he first was.
No,
teaching
he
Hollywood.
works. He works
Does
his
he
ass
still travel
off.
with the gym? Or
I'm pretty sure he does.
I know he works out every day, but at one
Yeah.
point, every movie he was filming, he had a gym go with him, and he did his own workouts and like the 4 a.m. stuff.
Oh,
and,
he works out like a madman. But like to say that it's just diet and exercise, no,
it's not. And I'm
Like, get outta
pretty
here with
sure I
that.
heard a rumor that he admitted he actually has implants at one point.
I don't know
but-
about that.
But
That'd
I'm
be
sure
interesting.
roids happen. And
Yeah.
back then in the 90s, I think a lot of them were actually doing this
Oh,
stuff.
absolutely.
'Cause
And
look at how
here's the
big
truth:
they
like
were.
I'm not going to judge anybody
Oh no,
for doing
neither
it
am I.
because it's like if that's what you got to do, that's what you got. Just do it intelligently
Yeah.
because there is a smart way to
Yeah.
increase your testosterone. But and then man, I look at. Have you seen Batista lately?
Yeah.
Dude, he looks sickly.
Yeah. But I think he's also embracing his old age. Like he has a movie on Amazon Prime with Jason Momoa.
Yeah, I see the
Yeah.
Wrecking Crew.
Yeah.
I
So,
thought
like,
it was good.
I did. I liked
like it.
And he looks good in that. And I think in other movies, but I think he's just also because I heard an interview with him the other day where people want him to play like bigger characters, and he's just like, I'm not
Yeah.
like that. And like he's just like, I'm not built that way. He's like, I'll stay in shape, but I won't go hardcore and be big like I did back in his 20s and 30s or whatever.
Oh yeah, you just can't do it.
Yeah.
No,
But I mean, I dig the beard that he's got, like that gray hair, and he's got some style to it for sure.
oh yeah,
but-
no, I think it looks great. I just remember when I saw him after he lost a ton of weight, I was like, oh, good lord.
Yeah. Well, and I think a
Like,
lot
who
of
the hell
celebrities,
is that guy?
a lot of celebrities are doing that too. Like the other day, I noticed like I like some thicker girls. You know, like Megan Trainor. I'm a big fan of,
Mhm.
and I thought she was cute when she was big. She lost all this weight, and I'm like, she's still a good artist, but it's the same thing. I don't
Yeah.
understand why these celebrities have to think that thin is in. Like I get it, be healthy, but also at the same time, like if you're like me, like I'm a big dude.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be built like Tony
Mhm.
or something like that. You know, like I have to embrace it, but I can still
Yeah.
be healthy.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
and enjoy how big I am.
No, it's funny because I think Shannon and I were talking about Kelly Osbourne.
Yeah, she looks gross. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and like
Ew.
Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Man, and her and that other Cynthia Erivo,
Yeah.
whatever. Man, I don't know what happened on the set of that movie, but like they don't look healthy.
Healthy at all. Yeah.
And it's like if you want to be thin, that's fine. Like you be thin, but
Yeah.
like be healthy.
Yeah, don't. And I get it. Some people just have a high metabolism. I have a coworker of mine up in my office to where the dude, like, he can put away food,
Mhm.
but he just never gains weight. He just have a high metabolism. So I get
How
part
old
of
is
it
he?
too. He's our age.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, and he's just always been skinny.
Good for him.
So yeah, I'm kind of jealous.
Sometimes genes do have to play in a little bit with that.
Yeah.
But let us know what your favorite 90s TV show was and if it
Hold-
was on the list.
I gave my mentions. I had to give my actual
Oh,
top 5.
Give me your top 5.
Okay,
Let's
so-
hear this.
So the number one favorite is probably Quantum Leap.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I love that show.
Yep.
The West Wing is a really good one.
Okay.
Politics, Seinfeld, and then In Living Color. I thought was great. I thought it's better than SNL personally in the 90s.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I think In Living Color was better.
And then The Cosby Show, I really enjoyed. I get it. Like Bill Cosby's got some issues, but back then,
Shoot, we're not talking like 2026
Yeah.
Bill Cosby.
But like it was good, like parenting, and it was funny. I enjoyed most of the
The
episodes.
Huxtables.
Yeah. And then the last one was Cheers. 'Cause
Cheers.
I'm watching it right now, and I think it's funny. It's stupid because like Woody Harrelson and being young and stupid is great, but
Yeah.
yeah,
No, Cheers was a good show. I mean, and that's one of those like iconic intros.
yeah.
It's like you hear the Cheers song and you're
And
like,
you know what's happening.
yeah.
Yeah.
God, yeah, this has nothing to do with the 90s because I don't think it was in the 90s. It definitely was not in the 90s. But like the MASH theme song,
Yeah.
every time I hear that, I get sleepy.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like, it's time to go to bed.
Have you heard the lyrics to that song though?
No.
There's that. So if you watch the movie that they made in the 70s, there's lyrics to that. And it's kind of depressing lyrics because one of the lines is "Suicide is painless."
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, this is kind of dark, but yeah. It's,
I just remember anytime MASH came on, it was like
time to go to bed.
time to go to bed. Because one, I thought it was lame.
Yeah.
As a kid, you're like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
But now as you get older, like it's actually get pretty
And that's
good.
the thing is, well, like with that show, was that in the 90s or 80s?
I think it was the 80s. Yeah.
Seeing like I watched that from start to finish, and I think at the front when it was more comedic, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
When it became a little bit more dramatic and serious, I mean, I get it. Like they had some comedic tones to it, but
Yeah.
I think it's a great show. It's a pretty funny show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you probably like it a little bit more because I'm assuming they have military humor in it.
Yeah,
So-
there is jokes about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
and some stuff will go over your head. It's just like Napoleon Dynamite. Unless you're from Utah, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Same thing with MASH and some military shows and movies. You're like, oh, that's more of an inside joke for service members.
Yeah, exactly. But let's move on to our Ask a Sensei. Okay, normally we have like a slang term for the week.
Yeah.
Today I am switching it up and I'm
Okay.
going to give you work nicknames and you're going to tell me what you think they mean. Okay. All right. So, first work nickname is Kit Kat.
Okay.
So
Kit Kat.
if someone's nickname is Kit Kat in the office, what do you think it means?
They break apart from the group efforts.
They always taking a break.
Oh, okay.
Like, give me a break.
Yeah. I was thinking something more along the lines of how they released that story on how they had like 2 tons of Kit Kat stolen or something in Europe.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it's all over the news and making jokes about it. So
Okay. Next one is butter knife.
butter knife. Can't cut it, can't make I don't know.
I would assume that too.
Yeah.
It's not the sharpest tool in the box.
Okay.
Your butter knife.
I like that because
Yeah.
I use the sharpest tool thing, but people start saying the butter knife
I'd be
thing.
like, dude, you're a butter knife.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then Arthur.
Arthur.
Yeah.
I'm guessing something with the cartoon that it's from,
See, I don't
but
know.
I have no idea.
Does half a job.
Okay. Yeah. I don't.
That one doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Motion light.
Motion light
Yeah.
only works when you walk into the room.
Yep. Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Only works when someone walks past.
Yeah.
Yep. E.T.
Okay. Either really skinny and screams a lot, or wants to phone home, always on the phone.
Wants to go home.
Okay.
Always wants to go home.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to I'm trying to facilitate work with like an alien and
Yep.
stuff.
No, that's it. Seaweed.
Seaweed. I don't know. Always cleaning this stuff. Always green. I don't know.
Floats around all day.
Okay.
They just kind of float around.
Yeah.
Lantern.
Lantern. I don't know.
Not very bright and has to be carried.
Oh, okay. Like old school lantern. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Deck chair.
Deck chair.
Yep.
Lazy. Just sits there, doesn't do anything.
I would say that too. It folds under pressure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Daisy.
Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
See, and I'm thinking like Daisy Chain or Daisy the Flower. I don't know. Gets sidetracked because they blow. I don't know.
Some daisies in, some daisies out.
Okay. That's good.
There's that one. And feta.
Feta.
Yeah.
They're fed up with this life, fed up with this job, don't want to do anything.
Crumbles under pressure.
Oh, okay.
Like when you crumble feta cheese.
Okay.
Wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow can take a lot of crap and then gets dumped out. I don't know.
It works when it's pushed.
Okay.
Yeah. It's always got to be pushed. Let's see.
How'd you find these? You just Google them or
Yep.
what? Okay.
I did. Noodle.
Noodle. Very flexible, very fluid.
Thinks all jobs take 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Cordless.
Cordless. Always away from the desk, never doing anything.
Only works for 2 hours.
Oh, okay, because it's got to get charged. I had to think for a minute.
Show bag.
Show bag. Probably always shows off. Look what I did. Look at how awesome my job is. All that kind of stuff.
Full of shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a good one. Let's see. Let's find one more. MasterCard.
MasterCard doesn't get taken anywhere. I don't know, because MasterCard you don't see very much at places.
This is actually a good one, and I think you could probably use this at your work.
Okay.
It takes credit for someone else's work.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Okay.
So those are a couple of fun nicknames
Okay.
that people have made for people at work. I mean, obviously, there's some that are not very appropriate, but I try to keep them semi-appropriate.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
But let us know if you have any great nicknames that you've heard from people. Like, do you have any that you've heard from your patrol?
So we like just work names or just nicknames?
Nicknames or work names.
So we have a thing called the Blue Falcon in the military.
I think
We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
It's just someone that always screws up. It's not really nicknames, but more of like, hey, you're a soup sandwich, because imagine soup and a sandwich together.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I mean, there's the old school, like, you're a dirt bag. Like,
Yeah.
you're just, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing really else besides that.
The
I'm trying
Delta
to think.
Bravos.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more sayings than it is like nicknames.
Nicknames.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, there's the sham shield. You have specialists who basically they sham because they're in like the senior of like the privates. They're above the privates, but they're just below an NCO.
Okay.
So they're just kind of, they can get away with everything. They also called the E4 Mafia. If you need something done, you go to the E4s and all of a sudden stuff appears, but there's a council and a whole bunch of secret squirrel stuff. So, but yeah, I can't think of anything else. I mean, there's Top is a nickname for a first sergeant, but
E4 Mafia.
yeah, E4 Mafia
Dang.
specialist. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Like, how'd this show up? Don't ask questions.
exactly, because that will happen. You need something done. Hey, go grab the E4 Mafia, and all of a sudden, you need a building moved, and I don't know how. Just get it done. You turn around and it's done, and things have disappeared from other locations and whatever.
Now they're like, what happened? Be like, don't ask questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't ask questions you don't want to have the answer to.
Exactly. Ignorance is bliss.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice. But all right, moving on to our next question. All right, next question. What do you got for us, Chris?
Okay, so I couldn't remember if I've asked it when I was on the before, but so there's an old saying, or I was raised or taught, that each generation gets smarter than the previous one because what they go through in that generation, but then the knowledge of their parents is passed on, but then the knowledge the parents are giving them is their knowledge of what they've learned from their parents and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But with how society is and so 6-7 stupidity crap and all that kind of stuff, do you think this generation now is smarter or dumber than the previous generation?
I think it's a combination of both.
Okay, I would say the same thing.
Because we are definitely far smarter.
With like technology and everything, and
Yes.
understanding how stuff works and processes.
But in becoming smarter, it has made us dumber, which sounds like an oxymoron. But think about it, like, we'll just take us. Think about it. Think about us pre-cell phones.
Okay.
How many phone numbers did you know?
1, 2, like my home number and my parents' work number, maybe.
I knew everybody's phone number.
Yeah, I guess that's true
So
too.
if you had somebody, a friend, you knew their
you had
phone
to know
number.
their number to call them.
Like, you memorized everybody's phone number, everybody's address, everybody's birthday. Like, you remembered a lot more stuff because you had to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's either that or it was written down somewhere and you had to look it up.
Yeah.
The fact that it's like we get reminders,
Yeah.
like on our phone, it's like, hey, it's so-and-so's birthday. Oh, damn, I didn't know. Thanks, phone.
Yeah. Or Facebook reminding you of memory and all that kind of stuff. No, I get it.
Yeah, so I think in that aspect, it has made us... It's made it so convenient that we've lost abilities to do certain things.
I would agree. I was going to say the same thing, is I
Yeah.
feel like people are too codependent on, like, looking at Teslas. I know Tony probably disagrees, but like people use the convenience of driving the car for them or parking the car if a hard spot. Like when I was a kid, you had to learn how to back in and parallel park yourself.
Yeah.
Or like the use of AI now. Like it's getting to the point now where, like, we went and saw the Marlboro movie last night, and on there it said this movie was not generated with AI. Please don't use it for AI. But on the flip side, like the military, we have our own AI system now that we use to write our reports, write up awards or whatever. So people aren't learning or don't have they can't process stuff. They can't think for themselves anymore. And that's what worries me is it's like the movie Idiocracy. It's a great movie, a great analogy.
Oh, perfect.
Because
I agree.
it's going to be, I don't think it'll get that bad, but maybe after we all pass away, maybe it will be. But people depend on things way too much.
Yeah, no, that I completely agree because it seems like, well, for those of you guys that do not know the premise of Idiocracy, it is two people that volunteer for a cryo sleep type program. And they're only supposed to be asleep for a year, but something happens, they get forgot, blah, blah, blah. They're asleep for way longer than a year. I can't remember how long. But it shows over time, unintelligent people are having kids far more often than intelligent people. And society's collective IQ drops big time.
Yeah.
And like they think electrolytes is good for everything and they pour it on their crops and they have no fields.
Yeah.
But it's got electrolytes.
Yeah.
And it's a great movie. I highly recommend watching
Luke
it.
Wilson, Terry Crews is in it. He's the president.
He's the president of the United States. Yeah, Dak Shepard.
So fun fact back to that movie, Crocs started in that movie.
Yeah.
Because the wardrobe department needed something that looked like laziness and stupid and simple.
And they thought nobody would wear.
Yeah. And now all of a sudden you go to almost every city, there's a Crocs store somewhere. Like I have a pair of Crocs. I can't deny it. So
you ain't crocking, you ain't walking.
I've never heard that, but I like that.
Yeah. Maya told me about sport mode.
Oh, where you put the thing up and lock yourself in?
She calls it sport mode. Some people call it 4-wheel drive, like whatever. But yeah, true. Very true. Yeah. I agree. Because I think we've lost, I shouldn't say lost. We're starting to lose the ability to do physical jobs where it's like farming. Farming's becoming a lost science.
Okay.
Or like certain trades, like
automakers back in the day was all manual. Now you have the robots in there doing everything.
Exactly. Or like smithing, making like metal things, or tools.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, I don't think it will go anywhere, but if everything goes electric, mechanics, they're going to be disappearing.
Yeah, but then electricians will skyrocket at that point too, though, you would think.
Yeah, you would hope so.
Yeah.
But so there's certain things that I think or like knowing how to start a fire or camping. Like that's why I'm really stoked we're doing the retreat again.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people out there that don't know how to set up a shelter.
Yeah.
Or don't know how to start a fire without matches.
Yeah.
Or don't know how to tie knots.
Yeah.
Things we think are quote unquote simple.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's still stuff I'm learning from it.
Yeah. Well,
so it's like.
So speaking of that, there's a show that Sylvester Stallone produces called Extracted on Fox.
I've seen it, but I haven't watched it.
I'm on the second season now.
Okay.
And basically the premise is it's a family of 3. So say, for example, it would be you, Maya, and Shanna.
Mm-hmm.
One of you would go out into the wilderness and survive, and 2 of you would be in the command center and watch it. But you're going out there with nothing but clothes on your back.
Yeah. And
then you have to do, I mean, it's a competition, it's a reality show, so there's games and they have to do whatever. But like the same thing, these people are building shelters. They don't know a proper shelter, how to build it. Or all they get is a fishing line and a hook and have to fish with just nothing but that. And that kind of thing. And I watch it and like, looking back, like, I can't start a fire without matches. Like they use the whole flint and steel thing and they use the bow and the stick. Yeah. I'd be screwed if it wasn't for lighter fluid in a match. So I admit some things.
Yeah.
But it's a lost art because if you don't use it, you don't know it.
Yeah, exactly. So and if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that we are far superior in some things.
Oh yeah.
But because we become far superior in some things, we are lacking in other aspects.
I would think so.
And the whole like brain rot from the kids, it's like, I mean, hell, we had brain rot too. And
it's just different forms of it.
Yeah, we said stupid stuff all the time. And
it's
like, it's funny, like thinking of like Beavis and Butthead and Ren and Stimpy. Like if you watch those shows, you're like, we watched these as kids? Like, seriously?
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, the wood song from Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
It's better than log, it's wood. And you're just like, I remember singing that crap all the time, and you're like, oh God, I was an idiot.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get the whole like eventually you grow up out of
Yeah.
it type mentality. But I do think that what we would consider common sense is becoming lost. And I'm not talking kids. I'm also talking
Adults.
like adults.
I would agree.
Like, dude, that's common sense. Like, you just don't do that.
Yeah.
But yet people still do it.
Yeah.
Like, I was having this conversation with someone about how back in the day, you would self-govern yourself with saying certain things because there was a looming threat of violence.
Okay.
Yeah, like especially with men.
Yeah.
Okay, so like if you said the wrong thing to the wrong person, the threat of getting your ass whooped
It's gonna happen.
was pretty likely.
Yeah.
So you would filter things to where it's like, I want to get my point across, but I don't want to get my ass kicked.
Yeah.
Or if I just said whatever I wanted to, I know I'm going to be getting into a fight.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not advocating for violence, but like that has gone away. And now everybody feels they can say, and granted, everybody can say whatever they want,
Yeah.
but everybody feels like they don't have any consequences to saying whatever they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like, and I blame the internet and computers
Okay.
because you can say any
Yeah,
comment
the
you
keyboard
want
warrior
to
stuff. Yeah.
behind the safety of a screen and feel like get zero consequences.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember, of course you do, the first Jay and Silent Bob movie?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when they got all the comments and they flew to their homes and they
beat 'em,
beat the
knocked
crap out of them?
Yeah.
I'm like, that, I would vote for that.
Yeah. Well, and I think on the flip side, it also doing that though, it's reversed now. What I mean by that is like so far my position that I have, right? So on the civilian side, I'm a supervisor, staff administrator. I'm in charge of basically all these soldiers and civilians. And when they come in with their problems, I have to use certain words to not offend them, but get the point across.
Yeah.
But like in the military, it's very bottom line up front. So if like you're wrong, you're wrong.
Yeah.
But so I have to still process and say, okay, like I can't say this. I have to use this word instead. Like, I mean, I don't know, edit it out or whatever. But it's like I used to say, I'll peg so-and-so. Well, that's a sexual term to certain people. Now I say I'll ping so-and-so instead. So it's finding, you just have to think more before you say things or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing. Manners too. I think it's just in general, people just don't think before they do stuff. Like slow down, think about it, be respectful, but some people need that though. Like I need bluntness. So if you're going to come to me hard, cool. Get the point across. Don't beat around the bush. Tell me like,
don't
hey,
waste my time.
Yeah, you're wrong. And this is why, instead of say, hey, look, so the other day, no, just tell me like, hey, you had a report due or whatever. This is an issue. You did it wrong. Fix it. Cool. Got it. And move on.
So that brings up another point. Do you think that this newer generation is too sensitive to that? Because again, like you were just talking about, you have to like phrase certain words to not offend people.
I think it's
Now, granted, like you don't want to be like overtly like racist or whatever, but like, or sexist, but like everybody's gotten so sensitive to be like, hey guys, and you're like, I'm a girl. Like,
yeah. So I think it's the environment, right?
Okay.
So like I'm a father of 3 girls.
mm-hmm.
So like how I approach them has to be very different. And not that they get offended, but I have to be, I wouldn't say sensitive with my words, but I have to have a certain tone and say it so they understand and process it. But like at work, we're heavily male dominant. I have 3 females and everyone else is male in my office at work. So like depending on who we're talking to, it's also jobs too, right? Like if you're on like a job site nowadays and you have like, for example, my house is getting demoed for a flood we're having some issues with. And these movers came over to pack up our stuff for us. And they're like 19, 20-year-old guys. And they're okay being joking and being aggressive, being blunt because of the job they're in and they're 19, 20 years old or whatever.
Yeah.
But if I'm at Walmart, and you say something rude to a cashier, they could take offense. So it's situational based. And you think it shouldn't be that way. You think it should be, my opinion, fair across the board or even across everything.
I kind of agree.
But I mean, you have to know your environment. You have to know who you're talking to, how you're talking to them, like a police officer, if you know that, like I have a friend who's a cop, I can joke with him and say things mess up to cops because he's my friend of mine.
Yeah.
But I can't walk around the corner to the West Jordan PD and say, "Hey, screw you, pigs."
Yeah.
Like, so you have to know your audience, basically.
Yeah. No, I kind of agree. I kind of wish it was just straight across the board, just for the fact that it's like I'm right there with you. It's like, just tell me,
Yeah.
because I've been called all sorts of names, and it's like, you're just like,
Okay.
all right, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, I don't want to like be offensive to people, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to like feel like I have to walk on eggshells because I quote unquote might offend people.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, I remember I heard a joke, and he goes, if you walk past a construction site and there's not cursing going on, he goes, don't ever step foot in that house. He's like, if you hear like 18,000 swear words within a span of 40 seconds, he's like, that is the strongest building you will ever step into.
No,
and it's
sense.
like, I get it. And yeah, I just wish people would laugh more. It's like, hey, that's a joke.
Okay. So not take
relax.
stuff so serious then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just understand the difference between being like somebody that's actually, because I mean,
being rude, and
there are people out there that are just dickheads and
yeah.
actual racists. I think racist has been used too much that it's losing its meaning.
Okay.
And,
I can see that. Yeah.
and then
to a
when
point.
somebody really is racist, it's hard to notice.
Yeah.
Because everything is now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wish we just weren't so quick to like get offended. It's like,
Yeah.
Have you been things told to, like, I have to, people have told us things that would be very offensive
Yeah.
if you let it be.
Yeah.
Or you
Well,
can-
and that's what I'm trying to learn too. So I'm reading the book Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and I'm trying to like understand
I
that.
remember that. That's a
And
good
I'm
book.
just trying to, because I have that problem. But on the flip side, like, I don't like confrontation, so I use sarcasm a lot to do a
Mhm.
lot of things. And if I pick on you, then that means I like you.
Yeah.
So I've had that problem. When me and Sheree first got together, it was rough a few times meeting her friends, because I would come in and like them and start joking with them, and I would say things that make her friends cry. Not intentionally, but like I would go too far and too hard talking to them. So there was a few times she would be like, this is my boyfriend, this is my fiance, this is my husband, Chris.
Yeah.
He's kind of abrasive. But then on the flip side, being in the military and being more of aggressive employment that I have, like,
You get along with people better.
I get along with people, but then on the flip side, like, I can be very blunt at there too. But like, I defend my soldiers, I defend my employees.
Yeah.
So there was one time, I'll never forget it. The guy's name was Michael Ritchie. He was a soldier I worked with for a long time. And someone was talking shit about me, and they're like, hey, he's an asshole, but he's our asshole because he takes care of stuff. So it kind of goes both ways, right?
Yeah.
And it's just, people have to have that thicker skin to do stuff. But again, it goes back to audience. Know your area, respect, who you're going to be in, what you're going to say, and
Mm-hmm.
it's fine.
Yeah, because clearly it's like you're not going to use like derogatory language to children.
For sure.
But it's like with children at the same time, you need to teach them how to be tough and like thicker skin. It's like, you got to tease them.
Yeah.
If they mess up, you got to tell them they messed up.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, no, you didn't. You just did it in the wrong way. No,
Yeah.
you messed up. That was wrong.
See, and that's what I have with my daughters. Is it's gotten better. Jordan's really good because she's older now and she knows adult thing.
Mm-hmm.
Livy, she's 15, she's smart. So like, I'll tease her every couple of mornings, and she gives right back to me.
Yeah.
And then with Violet, it's a little different. Like, we have to explain to her, because she wears her heart on her sleeve like Jordan does. So we have to explain to her, hey, this is wrong and this is why it's wrong. But on the flip side, we're not like, hey, you screwed up. But it's just like, you learned your lesson though, right? Don't do it again. This won't happen again. So you have to find that mesh of being blunt, but also approaching it how they're going to perceive it as well.
No, I agree. I think the biggest thing is, I don't know, maybe we just, as getting older in the generations, need to be more of that example setting for the newer generations.
Yeah.
Like, I know for me, like, I try to do my best for these younger kids to show them an example of like, hey, I'm going to pick on you.
Yeah.
I'm going to tease you. I'm going to make fun of you. I'm going to be hard on you, but I really care about you.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's okay for them to do that, but know that, like you just said, when push comes to shove, like, I will have your back.
Yeah. No matter what happens. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we need to just show these younger generations, it's like, no, you can tease people, you can make fun of them, but like,
just
if we really got to go to blows,
don't be rude, don't be a jerk about it.
Yeah. Well, and I think people have lost the art to understand if people are joking.
Yeah.
Because they're like, they don't understand the subtleties of sarcasm.
Yeah.
Or we're like, no, he's joking, dude. He is. Yeah, he's clearly joking.
Yeah.
And I think people have lost the art to understand that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think it just goes back to society's change for whatever reason they need to, and just like, at least for us, a lot of stuff that I learned sarcastic wise and joke wise, I picked up from movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
You know, and nowadays they're getting it from the internet, but it's the stupid stuff from the internet. Maybe it's not stupid to them, but
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like the cinnamon challenges and stuff. Like, to me, that's stupid.
Tide Pod.
Yeah, but like to people nowadays, it's funny. And like there was something happened at one of the malls in Vegas or somewhere where it was a TikTok challenge. Oh, they're blowing up toilets and stuff. Like back in our day,
toilets?
Yeah. So there was a TikTok trend going around where you'd go to parks and drop cherry bombs in toilets. That was a big thing for like our parents and our parents' parents or whatever, but that wasn't a big thing for us. But they think it's funny. And I'm like, you're destructing property and you're putting somebody at risk, and I don't know. So it depends.
Yeah.
On the situation.
No, I agree. Cause like, yeah, I mean, that's a fun practical joke, but like just maybe have it be like an M80.
Yeah.
Not like an actual
be safe
bomb.
and don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Like, did you hear about that guy that just got arrested here in the Valley because he was on I-215 on the hood of his car driving down the freeway to get likes for a video?
I think I saw that, but I didn't see
that's
what it was
stupid.
about.
Now, I admit I did something like that when I was younger, but we did it on back roads and we would go slow.
Yeah.
Not on a fucking major freeway.
Yeah, that's
like,
ridiculous.
come on, you idiots.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
but I know they'll do better. I know we'll do better on training them and teaching them. But moral of the story, don't be so sensitive.
Yeah, for real.
Bunch of little bitches.
Yeah.
But moving on to our next question. All right, question number 3, kind of like what we alluded to earlier. When dealing with setbacks, what has it taught you and how do you deal with it? So let's talk kind of like what you've been going through for the past like 8 months.
Okay.
What has it really kind of taught you through this whole process?
Number one, I should have taken care of myself when I was younger and got it resolved a lot longer ago. Because, you know, I've had the problem for so long that until it became an actual physical problem, I didn't think about it. I just always thought I always thought that's how heels were supposed to look.
Yeah.
And then Sheree was like, no, babe, you have a massive problem. So number one was take care of myself better, listen to medical advice or whatever. And then
So it's like what you've learned from it and how do you deal with setbacks?
So I just take it a day at a time, I guess, is part of it. Like the military, we have resiliency training. A lot of it was hunt the good stuff, find the positive into it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, right? And looking back with my situation, I have a more respect now for the medical field, and I understand what other people go through and what it's like to live a life tethered to an IV pole or on a wound vac or a wheelchair or needing a handicap placard. I respect that more. And then I think it's just embracing it and learning from it too. I mean, I don't try to think negative, and because I hyperfixate a lot of things, so I think I'm worried that if I find the negative too much, I'll focus on that and not the positive of it, I feel like.
Yeah, it's very easy to do.
Yeah. So
yeah, no, I agree. It's one of those things to where, yeah, like, I mean, granted, again, maybe this is a generational thing, but it's like when you were younger, you'd just be like, just rub some dirt on it.
Yeah.
Like theoretically, like get up, keep going, you're fine.
Yeah.
Like you're taught to ignore it and just push through.
But I think that's what hurt me though too, and that's the thing, as I was saying before, is like I didn't worry because that, like, hey, just take medicine, you'll be fine. Take ibuprofen, you'll be fine. But part of me is like, okay, if I would have gotten this done sooner, I wouldn't have gone through what I've gone through now because it could have been addressed. On the flip side, though, maybe it had to happen for a reason because medicine's advanced so much. Because for all I know, if I would have gotten this addressed 10 years ago, maybe the PICC line process would have been different, and it is different now compared to what it was back then. So I think things happen. I think everything happens for a reason. Yeah. And there's no accidents, stuff like that. I just don't believe in that just because Like, I'm in the situation I'm in now because I didn't take care of my feet. And I take care of my feet because I was young and ignorant and stupid. So it's like I can't blame anybody but myself in situations I'm in.
Yeah,
I
don't think it's a question of blame. And it's like maybe you had to go through that to gain the wisdom that you have now. So like, let's say theoretically you did take care of it. Now, when you come across somebody that is dealing with a physical issue or something like that, you can have more sympathy for them. Be like, dude, I know exactly what you're going through.
Yep.
So maybe I'm a firm believer in like, you go through things because they're meant to teach you things.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's one of those, again, it sounds like Yoda speak, but it's like things aren't happening to you, they're happening for you.
Mm-hmm.
And any issue I've ever gone through physically, in the moment, you're like, oh, it sucks, and you're pissed and you're frustrated and like every other emotion. But then when you kind of stop and think, you're like, I needed to go through that because it helped me with XYZ,
yeah.
you know? So I agree with that. Like taking it one day at a time and hunting the good. I haven't heard that phrase before, but I actually really like that.
Yeah. Hunt the good stuff.
Sometimes you got to really search for it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you're like, oh dude, I woke up and it was right in front of me.
Yeah.
And it's like, that was easy. So yeah, you always want to latch on to at least one positive thing. And man, sometimes it's a hard one to find.
Yeah.
But you got to find it. Because I'm right there with you. The second that you start latching on to negative aspects, for me, it's a fast downward spiral.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, this sucks. Then you're like, oh, that sucks. And then the next thing you know, it's like the world is terrible.
Yeah.
And
and there's been a few moments like that to where I have been a little emotional with my surgery and procedure because like I'm getting emotional about it now, but like being a father and being a parent, like our job, again, being generational, being men, is to take care of them.
Yeah.
And here I am being waited on hand and foot, and it's hard.
Yeah.
Or it's just like, friends will come to town. Like when coming for the podcast, I'm like, okay, I can do this, but it's got to be around this specific time. And then you think about, okay, well, what else am I missing out on because of this stupid problem? So you can spiral for it for sure. But I feel like you were saying though, it's being, analogies of video games experience. Your characters grow with experience. Yeah. Everything you go through is an experience. It makes you stronger or weaker. I think stronger regardless, not really. You don't get weaker from experience. Yeah. You just learn how to overcome and adapt, or you make it work for you in your benefit, that kind of a thing. So
no, I completely agree. And a testament to you is when you said, like, because I agree with the statement of like, you provide, whether it be physically, emotionally, all that stuff. You're there to protect your family. Yeah. The fact that your family was helping you is a testament on what you've done for them, because they're giving back what you've done.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And I admit, like, if I didn't have them, if I was single or whatever, I'd be screwed.
Yeah.
I would have been screwed.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have support systems like that to go through something like this, whatever.
So yeah, anytime people take care of you when you're not used to being taken care of, they're just reciprocating what you've already done to them. Yeah.
Now, on the flip side, I joke with them too, though. So like when I had the wound vac, my foot was in a boot. Like the recliner was mine. Nobody sat in it besides me. And if I walked in, I was like, get out of my chair. Yeah. Because that's my spot. But, they would tease me and they would say, come get it yourself, get off your butt. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like it kind of worked out, but it's definitely been an eye opener for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, it's funny. Shannon and I were kind of having a conversation about that, where it's like, she's like, I just feel like, you're taking on too many things. And she's like, I don't know why I should care, but I feel like.
She said you're doing that?
Yeah, just like with.
Oh, just in general with the dojo and everything else going on.
Family, dojo, parents, like. And I'm one of those people to where it's like, hey, if you need help and you call, even if I've got stuff going on, I'll be like,
I'm the same way. I'll be there. I'll drop what I'm doing.
Sure. Like, I'll see you there. Yeah. And she's all like, I don't understand that, because she doesn't like doing that. And I was like, well, that's just because like, that's kind of what men do. Yeah. It's like,
well, and I think part of it is too, though, is generational. And like, so I had the other night, I was on a phone call with somebody and we were venting about something on how work ethic is. And I had made a comment to that soldier about how we're a dying breed, and she kind of laughed at it. But I'm like, it's true though, because certain people, like, we get along, you and I get along well because we're the same, we like the same interests, we have the same kind of ethic, the same kind of mentality,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what we do. But some people don't. They want it given to them, and they don't want to help.
Yeah.
It's an inconvenience for them. And I was raised, my parents just raised me like, hey, be a good person,
Yep.
help people out. They need help them out. Like, we pass it on to the kids. Livy's got friends. If they need a ride, let us know. Like, she's got a friend that comes over every Friday morning that we take to school because his mom can't take him. So she brings him to our house, and then we take him to school for him.
Yeah.
It's just the right thing to do. Don't, oh, not our problem, not my kid. No, that's come on now.
No, I completely agree. And it's crazy because, and maybe it's just because, like you said, it's like-minded. So I swear everybody that I associate with is like that.
Yeah. I think I'm the same way.
And it's like, I don't think I could find, especially like with my male friends, where it's like, I don't think I could think of one that would be like, dude, if I asked him if he could help me, if he was free, they would say yes.
Yeah.
It's like if they were out of town or they had something else going on, then yeah.
It's an obvious no, yeah. But if they're local, then they're available, then of course.
Yeah. I think you just attract more of that.
Yeah.
So, but dealing with setbacks, you can take it one of two ways, but it's happening either way.
Yeah.
So you can either hunt the good or just be overcome with the bad.
Yeah.
So, but either way, stuff is always going to happen.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Setbacks are always going to be a
like
thing.
the Army says, embrace the suck. Just deal with it and move on.
Exactly. Embrace the suck. But moving on to our last question. All right, what's our fourth and final question today?
Okay. So I was thinking about stuff, and something that jumped out to me is if you could go back in time and have one conversation with somebody, who would it be and why? It could be a parent, it could be a non-fictional person, anybody, just...
I would probably have to say I would love to have more conversations with my grandparents, my grandpas, as an adult.
Okay.
I didn't get to have too many with my dad's dad, Grandpa Diaz. He just passed away in February. He was 101. I had a couple conversations with him as an adult male, but I wish I had more, and I wish he didn't live so far away. But I'd love to have more conversations with like my grandpas, and just kind of talk to them about like what they thought about when they were young men and having families, and what drove them to do what they did. And
okay,
because my mom's dad, he passed away when I was like 8 or 9, like under 10, I think. I was very, very young when he passed away, so he never saw me as an adult.
Yeah.
And apparently everybody says that I remind them of him.
By how you act or how you look, or what do you mean?
Act, look, stature.
Okay.
He was a big athlete in high school. He actually was recruited by the Yankees in the 50s. He ended up playing minor league baseball for the Cardinals. And just like his personality, his temperament, all that stuff, everybody's like, you act exactly like him, which is odd because I don't remember a whole lot of him. Like I was too young to be like, oh, that's exactly how he acted and this and that. So I personally would love to be able to have like conversations with them when they were like in their 30s and 40s.
Okay.
And see how their personalities were and what they did and what they thought was important. Because I mean, they were two like great men. Like it was wild how much they put their families first.
Yeah.
Just the amazing things that both of them did. I mean, like I said, my grandpa getting recruited by the Yankees and playing, minor league baseball. And then like, I don't even remember what he did for work. I just remember he was a bigger guy. Everybody loved him. He got into golf and everybody made fun of him for golfing, but yet he was a crazy good golfer. And he just like his personality, he was like anti-establishment and this and that. So he was like the prom king in high school,
Yeah.
and he showed up in overalls.
Okay.
And the prom queen was pissed, and he's like, "Oh, I don't
Yeah,
care."
like I'm gonna be comfortable. Let me be me.
Exactly. And they grew up in a small town in Illinois, and
Yeah.
it's like, dude, I don't have a suit and tie.
Yeah.
He's like, so I'm wearing overalls,
Yeah.
and he didn't care.
Embrace who you are.
Exactly. And then, my grandpa Diaz, I mean, being a career in the Air Force, I mean,
Yeah.
joined the Army Air Corps when he was 17 at the end of World War II. And then coming to find out, and I didn't know any of this stuff until after he passed. It's like he was in the first group of pilots to be trained on jet airplanes.
Yeah.
And then, working for NASA as like a test pilot. And in fact, NASA wanted him to be an astronaut, and he said no because he would be away from his family for too long.
Yeah.
And it's like,
So did everyone in your family know besides you, or you just didn't find out until, obviously you said that you found out when he passed away, but how did you find out? Through articles, through stories?
They found like documentation,
notes and letters.
paperwork.
Okay.
Yeah. And like, cause he never really talked about his service.
Yeah.
Like, we knew he flew planes, cause I mean, obviously he talked about that.
Yeah.
But
as far as the missions he was on and what he had seen and all that kind of stuff.
And apparently we found out that he was a part of the River Rats in Vietnam.
Oh wow.
And it's like, holy crap. Like, and I remember talking to Master Martin about this, and he goes, yeah, he's like, men back in that day didn't talk about the things that they did because that was, you just assumed they did, everybody did those things.
Yeah.
Versus now you look at those and you're like, holy cow, like they did some stuff.
Yeah, for real.
And you're just like looking around at what you're doing, and you're like, do I even measure up to that?
Yeah, exactly.
So I would love to have conversations with them when they were in like their 30s and 40s.
Okay.
Just to kind of see, kind of pick their brains, be like,
Yeah.
what's your like thought process on this stuff, or like what drove you to do this, or
Yeah.
stuff like that. So,
Okay.
but what about you?
So when I first thought of the question, for some random reason, Billy the Kid came to my mind.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just to talk to him, to ask why he did what he did. But then on the flip side, it came to me later, than as you're talking about your grandpa and your family, probably at least my dad.
Okay.
Because and Shree's a better storyteller than I am. There's a lot of unknown about my dad's past that I have no idea what's true. I've seen documents, I've seen photos, but it's a he said, she said thing. So to understand that, I think more of talking to people, I just want to be in the room when it happened. I think to me that would be more of an interesting thing, right?
Yeah.
Like being, I don't know, just being around when, just random stuff, just to say that you got to experience it and see that happening and why it happened. Like what made them think to create a stoplight? What made them, like on one of the episodes you guys talked about, like the police department. Why was SLC the third city to build a police? Like, was crime so bad with the Mormons back then?
Exactly.
Like, just seeing those things, and like, I'm not obsessed with time travel, but I'm also, it intrigues me to think about, like, Back to the Future, like living that, seeing your parents meet, because you hear the stories, and let's be honest, like, we all forget things or change things around.
Yeah.
But to see it actually happening would be a totally different experience. So,
yeah, no, I agree. Or go back to like when certain events happen.
Yeah, like JFK assassination.
I was just thinking about that, being in Dallas and being like
in the bottom floor of the bookstore and like seeing what really happened, or
just being like, it's going to happen, so you're looking for stuff to see like if it matches up.
Yeah.
Because the older I get, the more I know that history is far more complex than what we understand it to be. And I don't think we're getting maybe even a quarter of the truth. Because one, I mean, history is written by the people who wrote it, the winners. So they're going to write their version of history.
Yeah.
And, the more we dig into like documents and this and that, it's like, well, that's not exactly how it played out. Like how many things have been disproven from when we learned it in school?
Yeah.
Like a ton. So yeah, I think it'd be fascinating to go back to dates or events and relive those events.
Yeah.
Or like, not trying to change it because that would just create a domino
And the
effect.
butterfly effect.
Yeah, but like going back to like the Ford's Theater where Lincoln was assassinated.
Yeah, and just be in there
And like
just
bump into John Wilkes Booth before
like,
he
"Oh, my
actually
bad,
shoots
man."
him. Be like, oh shoot, sorry.
Yeah.
And then he like drops the gun and then Secret Service jumps all over him. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Or stuff like that. Like the alternate history, like Inglourious Bastards,
Yeah.
where they shoot Hitler in the theater. So I think that would be fascinating as well.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
And I think and going back to the original question, I think just anybody that's passed away, maybe a few celebrities, just wondering what their life was like why they chose to make certain movies, or like Jimi Hendrix, like what was his life really like, things like that. But then on the flip side, just talking to old vets, I don't know, just anything, just going back in time, like I said, not to change things, but just to understand and talk to them and learn from what they learned, because like you said, history is how it's told, and how by the winners, how much is their truth is really out there, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to talk to Bruce Lee or Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, that would be way cool, especially
Yeah.
Bruce Lee, because like his family's involved in the movie, the making of his movie. But let's be honest, it's a movie.
Yeah.
Like there is a little bit of truth, but most of it's, a lot of it's a joke or fallacy or.
Well, I mean, shoot, like with the Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
Where they
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or whatever it was.
Where
Yeah.
they talk about how Bruce Lee got his ass kicked in the back lot by a stuntman. It's like, is that true?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't there, so I can't say it. Yeah.
So, but let us know who you would like to talk to, or if there would be an event you would like to go back and see. But moving on to our fight scene. All right, this week's fight scene, it's an interesting one. I tried to pick 90s characters.
Okay.
We've got Buffy the Vampire Slayer versus Trinity from The Matrix.
Okay.
Yeah. So round one will be in Sunnydale.
Okay. And that's where Buffy's from, right?
That's where Buffy's from. Round two will be in The Matrix.
Okay.
And then round three will be in the ring.
Okay.
So Trinity wanders into Sunnydale and confronts Buffy. Technically, I guess you consider it The Matrix, right? Like, I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, and that's where The Matrix becomes another loophole you can go down and figure it out.
Oh, Sunnydale's still in The Matrix.
Like, why is she there? But if it's just like, okay, if it's a shared universe and The Matrix isn't real or whatever, and Trinity's just a random person there, because you have to think, is it Trinity in the Matrix, Trinity outside the Matrix? Because that's where it answers that question.
Yeah, I agree. We would have to assume it's outside the Matrix.
So at that point, like Buffy doesn't have any special powers, right? She's just from a long line of people that can fight vampires. Isn't that what it is?
She has some slight enhanced abilities, but nothing like superhuman. But she's a little quicker, a little stronger than your average like teenager.
Okay. See, and that's the thing too. If Buffy's a teenager and Trinity is a woman, I mean, I think it might. I wouldn't say it would be a draw, but I don't know enough about Buffy to make a good decision. I mean,
I think Buffy would take it because it would be just Trinity outside of the Matrix.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking
she's
too.
She's kind of a nerd.
Yeah, and Buffy's actually knows stuff and can fight, and she's smaller and more nimble or
agile.
Whatever. Yeah,
younger.
agile. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got Buffy winning round one. Round two in the Matrix.
It's Trinity.
Trinity's going to just destroy
just because
her.
she's one of the chosen ones and she's involved in
She knows how to use the Matrix to her advantage, and she can use that slow motion stuff.
Yeah. Duck and bob and weave and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I got Trinity winning round two pretty handily, actually.
Yeah.
So, but then round three kind of goes back to round one.
Yeah.
But Buffy doesn't have any Buffy can use tools and weapons.
If it's just two random females in a cage,
yeah,
I might go Trinity because she's a little bit taller and she's an adult, so she's got more power behind her stuff.
Yeah.
But again, Buffy's a teenager; she might have a little bit more endurance than Trinity would. So,
I think I would go Buffy for the pure aspect if she has training.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that then.
If Trinity had some training behind her, which I don't know if she does prior to the Matrix.
Yeah.
I think Trinity would win because of her size and her age.
Yeah.
But I would assume Buffy would kind of take it because of her training.
That would make sense.
And yeah, just her age, she can kind of outlast her a little bit. So,
yeah.
But I've got Buffy winning 2-1. You got Trinity 2-1 or Buffy?
Probably Trinity. Yeah,
Trinity
I know more about Trinity, so I'm gonna favor her anyways.
There you go. That's perfect. But let us know who you would think would win between Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Trinity from the Matrix. But moving on to our joke of the week. You got a joke this week?
No, I didn't even think about it. I've been listening to the podcast and I knew the rules, but I just wasn't thinking.
Okay, all right. So here's a joke, and then maybe you can find a Chuck Norris fact or something.
Okay.
Did you know that the Chinese guy that invented the camera lens just died?
No.
Yeah, rest in peace, zoom in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, zoo. And
yeah,
min.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not bad.
Yeah.
So Chuck Norris ones. I was actually listening to the podcast today when you guys talked about it, and I'm a fan. I mean, one of them that first comes to mind is, I think Tony might have said it too, though. Chuck Norris's "Tears Cure Cancer."
Yeah.
Too bad he never cries.
Yeah.
Or there was the one, he can slam a revolving door.
Yeah.
He can unscramble an egg.
I haven't heard that one. That's
Chuck Norris could unscramble an egg.
That's a good one.
Yeah, one of them was, I think, Superman wears Chuck Norris pajamas. I think it's funny because I'm a Superman fan.
Yeah.
I like the one where the Mount Rushmore one. I think Tony said that one. I used to have a book of them.
I did too. I don't know where it's at.
So one of the
him
best.
And Mr. T.
Yep, I have the exact same one.
Yeah.
And it's like, what happens when Mr. T and Chuck Norris fight? They're like, no one's gonna be around to find out because it was a weird joke about
destroys the earth.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah. Or did you know that Chuck Norris kicked a horse in the chin, and its descendants are known as giraffes? Yeah,
that's a pretty good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Or Chuck Norris doesn't cut his grass; he just stares at it and dares it to grow.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite ones is the boogeyman looks under his bed for Chuck Norris.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Or Chuck Norris sleeps with a pillow under his gun.
That's pretty good. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be on the website all the time on my first deployment and just look at random facts.
Oh God, they're so good.
They're cheesy.
Or every time a zombie bites Chuck Norris, it turns into Chuck Norris.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Well, the kids actually came up with a couple of good ones. That, the internet tried to cancel Chuck Norris. Now the internet's on an apology tour.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah. Oh shoot, what was another one? Oh, they said a couple of good ones, and I was like, dang, that was really good. Or Chuck Norris can count to infinity twice.
Because I'm Googling a bunch of them, and I was like, okay. Chuck Norris doesn't flush the toilet; he scares the shit out of it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah. Or Chuck Norris only uses stunt doubles for crying scenes.
Yeah. Let's see. I read that one. Chuck Norris uses Ribs condom inside out, so he gets the pleasure.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just time waits for no man unless that man is Chuck Norris.
Or Chuck Norris doesn't believe in the periodic table. Yeah. The only thing he believes in is the element of surprise.
Yeah. There's no theory of evolution, just a list of animals Chuck Norris allows to live.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is just like, they're so random, and just like you said on the podcast last time, he didn't do a lot of movies. He was just some random guy, and somebody just created these memes or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. This one's kind of a long one, but on the set of Walker, Texas Ranger, a baby goat in the background just collapsed over and died. And Chuck Norris ran over and resuscitated it and brought it back to life. And everybody on the set was like, "Oh my gosh, that's great!" Blah blah blah. Then Chuck Norris roundhouse kicked it in the head and killed it instantly. And everybody was stunned. And that was just him reminding that Chuck Norris can giveth and taketh away.
That's a really good one. There's one. Where is it? Chuck Norris can divide by 0.
Okay.
Death once had a Chuck Norris experience.
Yep.
Chuck Norris knows Victoria's Secret.
Yep.
Like, it's just,
they're so good. And yet everybody in my household doesn't like them. I'm like, you guys are lame.
Yeah, Cherie knows. Like, when he passed away,
I was sad.
Yeah, I was too, and I shared it.
I was really sad.
And one of my former leaders was like, I sent this to you because I know how much you cared about him. And that's the thing, is like, I liked him, but I didn't. Like, I really liked Sidekicks, and you talked about that.
Yep.
And then I've briefly watched Walker, Texas Ranger, and I've seen him on it. Like, I know of his movies.
Yeah.
But, like, I just like the facts and not necessarily him, you know what I mean? Like, I think he was a great martial artist, and I know he was in, Enter the Dragon? There was that one scene.
The Way of the Dragon.
Yeah, him and Bruce Lee fought for a second or whatever, so.
But, have you watched that fight scene?
The one with him and Bruce Lee?
Yeah, it's okay. It's good. it's corny as hell.
No, I can imagine.
There's a part where Chuck Norris like shoulder throws him and he lands on the ground, and he doesn't like kick him. He reaches up and grabs his chest hair,
Oh, okay.
and he's grabbing it.
So Bruce Lee grabs Chuck Norris's chest hair?
Yes.
Okay.
And then he rips it
it.
off and stands up and he does the whole, and he blows. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's good, but Chuck Norris was way better than I think most people give him
think
credit
so.
for.
But I always wonder too, though, like, how did he make his money then if he was in a lot of movies? Was it
I think residuals from
from the stuff?
yeah.
Now I know.
The Total Gym.
Okay. Well, that, and I think was it Sea Force, that Maverick, the water that Maverick used to sell? He had a water brand he was sold, because I bought it and drank it a few times.
Oh yeah,
It was a red bottle and it was Sea Force, and the C stood for Chuck Norris or whatever.
yeah. I
But
remember that.
I thought about that and I was like, okay, he's done a few movies.
Yeah,
He's martial arts and he's got probably endorsement deals with the Total Gym thing or whatever.
Mhm.
But and I'm sure residuals from Walker Texas Ranger or whatever. But
yeah. It's a good question. I don't know really where he made all his money, or he probably just
or just made it and then invested it and just lived off of that or
was
whatever.
smart with it.
Yeah, for
Or
sure.
at least you hope he was. So, because I know that he wasn't very successful with his dojos.
He actually had schools.
Yeah,
didn't know that.
he created his own system.
Wow.
It was like the United Fighting something. It was
Yeah.
UFAF,
Okay.
United Fighting Arts Federation, or something like that.
Did you see the clip where him and Van Damme are not sparring together, but
Practicing?
He's holding the pads for Van Damme.
Oh yeah, he kicks the shit out of him.
Yeah. I was like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, not only that, there's another scene where another martial artist, I can't remember the dude's name. Maybe it was like Benny the Jet Benavidez was holding the pad, and he's doing a switch kick roundhouse kick,
Mhm.
and he kicks that pad and it sounds like a gunshot.
Yeah.
You're just like, damn. And when he was doing that video, he was 53,
Yeah.
and you're like, holy
No, he was in shape
crap.
for sure. What was his expertise for martial arts? Was there a specific style?
Tang Sudo.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like a offshoot of karate.
Okay.
So, but yeah, he was a Tang Sudo fighter. And yeah, I think my favorite movie of his was Sidekicks.
Yeah.
for
So
sure.
that's the day I found out he died. I actually watched it though when I was working that morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I mean, if you think about it, back then that would be every kid's dream anyways.
Yeah.
Is, if you like that kind of a thing, you would do that. So I bonded with the movie, and I was a Chuck Norris fan, and
Mhm.
I get it, it's cheesy, but like the grandpa and the Chinese restaurant scene, and
Yeah.
it's
The sad thing is those three main actors are all gone.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, because Jonathan Landis Brandis or Landis, one of the two. That's his last
Yeah.
name. But yeah.
Yeah, he died. He was the first one to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was suicide.
Yeah.
But then Mako, he died while filming the Avatar cartoon series.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't able to finish that.
Wow.
In fact, it's a very touching episode where the last episode he filmed or did the voiceover for was an Iroh specific
Okay.
episode. And at the end, it gave like a
In memoriam thing.
in memory of
Yeah.
Mako. So, but let us know your favorite joke and your Chuck Norris facts and all that good stuff. But moving on to our shout out. Well, I'd like to shout out you for taking like a day's notice and
Yeah, of
coming
course,
on the
man.
show. So I appreciate you taking the time and coming on out. I'm glad we could fit you in.
Yeah, for sure.
Anybody else you would like to shout out?
I've thought about that. Obviously, my wife and kids.
Yeah.
I just always give them props. Always give them a shout out. Whatever. Probably CNF Health Services. They are the home health team that comes to my house once a week, changes my dressing, draws my blood, helping them out, and then Dr. Justin Banks. He's my podiatrist. He's been with me from every step of the way. So just, I don't know, like it's weird to shout him out, but I just, like, I've gone through some crap, but I'm
Yeah.
glad that I went through it with them because he's empathetic and all that kind of stuff.
It
But
seems like they've done their best to take
yeah,
care of you.
everyone's understanding, and like they deal with my obsessiveness, my hypochondriac part of it. Like
Mhm.
we were talking about the medicine I'm on now, and he's like, "You probably researched success just who you are," and he's not making fun of me. He just he's that type of physician that like when a patient talks to him, he understands how to talk to them back, and he's a really good bedside manner.
Oh, that's good.
So like he understands when I show up, he'll see me. There was one time I was at my appointment in the lobby, and he walked by from lunch. He's like, "Are you okay? Like, I've been anxious to see you today. Are you doing all right?"
Yeah.
So it's just knowing that there's providers that are out there that are like that. Because some doctors are just like, "Hey, I'm going to bill you $5 billion to remove a toenail. See me tomorrow." You know what I mean? So
they just don't care. They're just in it for the paycheck.
But yeah, I think other than that, I really can't think of anybody else.
Well, I'm super excited for you to be able to get back on your feet, literally and figuratively.
I can't wait, dude. It's going to be, I would have thought about it too, is just showering with all that stuff off and just to be able to like go into a pool and not have to worry about, you know, changing dressings. And so like with my PICC line, I've had some problems to where, and it happens a lot apparently with PICC lines, but because it runs in my arm and through my heart, you're always pumping in a fluid. Well, because it's directly into your blood system too, your blood will clot. So not having to stress about getting
a blood
a blood thinner to where the line goes quicker and all that kind of stuff is just when I can just move freely and not have to worry about having stuff attached to me and a nurse coming over and
or structuring your day,
calling the pharmacy, "Hey, I'm out of meds," or "Hey, I'm out of flushes, I need whatever," just to go back to living. I mean, this is my new normal, but on the same time, just to go back to what it was a year ago. Like I didn't miss out on a lot of stuff, but like for Christmas time, like my family had to suffer too, right? So it's like going back to stuff. Yeah. You know, like going to festivals, and we've made it work and using the crutches and canes and whatever, but just
being able to live.
Yeah.
No, I gotcha. But moving on to our final thoughts. Kind of good in final thoughts. It's like, you know, don't take for granted the
nice things,
the mundane simplicities of every day. Because it can be taken away. Yeah. To where you're like, because I remember having the conversation with you where it's like, okay, how long you think you're going to be out? Okay, so, you know, we'll look at possibly having you back in like 6 to 8 weeks or maybe even 3 months at the most. And, you know, that was 8 months ago. So, and it's like, you can't, you always plan for the best and you hope for the best. But when life really kind of punches you in the face, like that, I think brings out what kind of character you're truly made out of. Yeah. Because everybody can have a positive attitude and be happy and like not grumpy and like all that stuff when things are good. Yeah. It's like,
but when the shit hits the fan is when you actually can show how you survive and stuff.
And it's like, that's how I try to convey to people when they train. It's like, you know, with tests, you've done tests. It's like we try to wear you out first and then see your stuff because that's when you're really going to have to do it. Yeah. Like you're going to defend yourself when you're tired, when you're sick, when you're injured. That's when you're going to have to like fight. Yeah. Nobody's ever going to pick a fight with you when you're like just got done working out, you're feeling great.
Yeah, you got the adrenaline pumping.
Yeah, exactly. You walk around with this air of confidence to where it's like people are like, I need to stay away from that guy. Yeah. But yet, if you're like clutching your stomach, trying to run into the store to buy some Pepto because you're about ready to shit yourself.
And then you're going to get punched in the face by a robber or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like that's when someone's going to attack you. Yeah. And it's same thing with life. It's like just be happy when things are every day. Yeah. It's like enjoy the mundane. It's like I'd rather have I don't want to say boring life, but I've had enough excitement where it's like, it's okay if nothing happens. It's like, I'm okay with just sitting in the room with Shanna or Jamin. Like last night we went out and had a fire. Yeah. And it's like, dude, it was great. And all we did was
little moments like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Sitting by the fire, listening to some music. It's funny. Have you seen those like torches that you can hook up to propane tanks?
I saw one for the first time on a show the other day.
Yeah. So I bought it to burn weeds. Yeah. Oh, it's the best fire starter ever.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Someone used it to start a fire.
Like seconds.
Instantly,
yeah. It's great. No, I bought it initially because we put gravel around the fire pit, and obviously we had grass growing up through it. Even though you lay down all those tarps and
it's still gonna
dumb stuff, it still goes through. Yeah. And it was a pain in the ass, and it got so bad to where it's like, at this point, I'll just let the grass overtake it. Yeah. But then it's like, no, I bought that torch and I just burn everything. Yeah. And it's like, hey, we have our gravel pit back. It's great. We even burn weeds at headquarters.
Really?
Yeah.
Where? Just on that side of the property line right there?
Mhm.
Okay.
So like where the parking lot is, where the gravel is, there's fortunately a lot of grass and weeds, and we've been burning them, trying to get rid of it. Same sort of thing. It got
because once it's burned, it takes a while to grow back, basically, right? I mean,
I thought so, but it grows back way faster than I thought it would.
Really?
Yeah. But once you burn it down, it's real easy to just go through.
Okay. It just maintain the char, basically.
Just maintain it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, enjoy the little things. Buy a torch. They're awesome.
It sounds like fun.
Oh, God, yeah. It's the first time I used it, dude, it sounds like a jet engine. Not even joking.
Yeah.
Because you turn it on, you can hear the propane, and then you light the...
And it just ignites so quick.
You click the button, and it's like, it starts a flame, and then you pull a handle, and it's like... And it looks like the back end of a jet.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just like, I don't know if I should have this.
Cool, because I remember in World War II, they had the flamethrower soldiers carried.
Yeah.
And that was liquid spraying out. So now I guess this is a better way because it's a propane tank. But
yeah, it's not like the flames may be like that far.
Yeah.
But it's hot. Like if I held it back here and I pointed it, like you'd be like,
I could feel it for sure.
Like, damn, that's hot. Like, get that away from me. So, but yeah, propane tanks and torches.
Good to know.
Be careful.
Are you bringing it to the retreat?
Yeah. How else do you think we're gonna start fires?
I don't know. Is that safe though? Everyone playing around with the big ass blowtorch up there?
Only I will. Be playing around with the blowtorch.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But retreat August 7th through the 9th. Make sure you sign up, and we'll kick it with this next week, everybody.